Hola, bon dia. I'm Kathleen.
And I'm Ross, and thank you for tuning in to our continuing adventure, what it's like to live here in Portugal. And of course, we share our experiences to help you decide if moving to Portugal or even traveling to Portugal, traveling to Europe is right for you.
So, today we are going to help you gain some insight into all this stuff around the new immigration law.
Yeah, I mean, we've been getting lots of inquiries. The proposed actually was passed by the Parliament of extending the the ability to get citizenship or permanent residency from 5 years to 10 years. That did pass, but the Socialist Party has put in a special request. I don't remember what it is constitutionally, but they have targeted three areas of this new proposed law that's going to the Constitutional Court. One of them has to do with discrimination and how the new proposal um, could discriminate between people from different countries, ethnicities, so on. The one we're concerned about, the biggest, is extending the ability to get citizenship from 5 years to 10 years. And our kind of beef around that is that when we signed up for this whole thing, it was under the 5 year program. Right. So we feel like we should be grandfathered in, and that's what we hope happens. And so, that's our goal. If it doesn't happen, we're still here, and we will follow the new rule. As we all know, what happens in life is that there's always lots of changes, and it's best to roll with them and figure out how to best handle them. The third option, the third part of the proposal, or that the Socialist Party is challenging, has something to do with criminal record. And once you become a citizen, there's something about being able to go back and look at your criminal record and then take your citizenship away. They're not happy with that, and most of the population isn't either. So those are all the things that have been presented to the Constitutional Court. I think that's happening this week, and then it should take the court about 25 days to make a decision.
So, or less than.
Or less than. Yeah. So fingers crossed on all that.
It will be really nice to get clarity with it.
Definitely. So if you're in the process of making application to Portugal as your next home, what do you do?
So from our perspective and our experience, we see two options here. The first one is to just say, oh, whatever, let's just go for it. We're in the middle of planning, we're getting our documents together, we're going to submit it, try to get our visa, and just roll, however it rolls. Yeah. The other thing is, sometimes when a roadblock seems to come up in front of us in the past, we took it as an opportunity to just re-examine, is this something that we're really wanting to do? And we would re-examine our reasons why.
Yeah, and stepping back to re-examine like your priorities or what it is you really want. Back in 2010, we were actually looking at moving to France. We even did two different exploratories in that same year. We spent a month in Brittany, we spent a month in Nice. We love France, and we were like, hey, this looks like our next place. And a lot of it had to do with the whole European culture and style of living in some place where we could move around without having to own a vehicle. But there were some roadblocks, some barriers that came up, and different things going on in our lives. And we said, well, maybe this isn't the time to move to France.
Right.
So I said to Kathleen, I said, what is it that we're really desiring the most? And what it came down to was being able to live without owning a vehicle.
Yeah.
And I said,
all that driving all the time, driving. And we thought, wouldn't it be great if we could walk to the store? And if we could walk, and we'd probably end up talking to people too.
And even each other.
Yeah.
So Kathleen, in her research mode, she said, it looks like Portland, Maine would be perfect. And lo and behold, Portland was just one state away.
It was like the Three Bears. Okay, so Papa Bear was New York City, and Mama Bear was Boston, and Baby Bear, with the very best fit for us, was Portland, Maine, because we love New England. So there it was.
It was two states over. We were in Vermont.
Yeah.
New Hampshire was in the middle.
Yeah.
Of Maine. So we were in the process. We sold the farm. We arrived in Portland, Maine with a rented vehicle, turned that in, and we haven't owned a vehicle since. Granted, we've had a couple adventures in between Portland, Maine and getting here to Portugal. But the thing about that decision, about saying, hey, the most important thing for us right now is to be able to live without owning a vehicle. Portland, Maine was such a great practice area, such a great
It's a
stepping
perfect
stone
fit for that.
for doing what we're doing now, living here in Portugal, in Porto. So, so if you're fine with whatever the law turns out to be from 5 years to 10 years, then just keep moving forward. Get those documents ready, you know, and find that place to live. That's a big challenge, we know.
Yeah,
And if for some reason you're kind of going, I don't know, then back up and start examining what it is that you're really wanting. There's a little bit of process involved in that.
yeah, well, you know, it can't hurt. Do it, and you never know. You may come up with a whole new decision, or it may just strengthen and solidify your resolve to come here.
So, having said that, and you know, keep your ear to the news, because we should hear something. Oh, probably by the end of December for sure. I don't know how the holidays will affect that.
Yeah, it'll be a Merry Christmas time.
Yeah,
one way or the other.
if you're still looking at if Portugal is right for you and you're making some exploratory trips, remember to look at our wonderful program, which is called
Alegria de Viver.
And that is an afternoon experience where you get to spend 4 hours with us and pick our brains, and we'll take you around the neighborhood to show you what it's like to live here. And you can also sign up for our
1 hour video chat. So if you're interested in that, email us at ourcontinuingadventure@gmail.com.
And then our dear friends at Expats Everywhere, we use their program. It was like a guided weekly program to help us know what documents to put together. That's in the description below. Actually, it's in the document. All this information is in the document entitled Moving to Portugal First Steps. But Kaylee of Expats Everywhere has just started her new business, her new offering called Slate and Key. It's a concierge service that guides you, takes you by the hand, and takes you through the whole process of putting your paperwork together, filing your paperwork, getting your a place to live. All the steps, and you will get personalized service. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, that is also in the document below, Moving to Portugal First Steps. But for us, we had never been to Portugal. The day we arrived, the day we flew into to Porto and got the keys to our apartment, was the first time we had ever been in Portugal. So, and there has been no regrets to that. Of course, there's always challenges.
Right. So. And you know what? It could have worked the other way. But for us, we have been so fortunate. It just turned out way better than we could ever have dreamed.
And we always tell ourselves, if something doesn't work, we can make a new decision. So we encourage you to have that same perspective. I think that's it.
I think it might be.
Please like, share, comment, definitely subscribe, because that's how we get more information out to more people and share what it's like to live here in Portugal. And of course, there's never a post that we leave without saying, what adventure are you on today?